Hello everybody! A few weeks ago, I looked over some leaked pieces of concept art from Netflix's new show Sonic Prime, and I made some rudimentary theories. No new information has been released yet, but I can still make some more out there speculations. Keep in mind that while this video does have some base to it, it is mostly speculation. I'm Moosepix7, and without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so real quick, I want to lay down a bit of a realistic base for this wild theory. The show is going to be a multiverse story, so due to the infinite realities, really anything could happen. Additionally, Sega has said this in a Q&A. About Sonic Prime, we are not thinking of monetizing it by itself. Our stance is to implement the Sonic Prime as part of strengthening the IP. So that means that they aren't doing it primarily for the money and instead doing it to make people associate quality with Sonic. What's the opposite of big red flag? A big green flag, I guess? Well, in that case, this is a huge green flag. Obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind is they might have a ton of fan service in this, which would explain the Sonic SatAM and AOSTH references I thought I saw in the concept art. At very least, they'll be listening to what the fans really want, which happily is a trait Sega has been starting to implement in their projects starting back in 2017 with Sonic Mania, and showing through today with their hiring Ian Flint to write Sonic Frontiers, their hiring Ian Flint to creative consult Prime, and I'm sure a bunch more stuff that we haven't seen yet because they're not out yet. I'm guessing that when they saw how much money Mania brought in, coupled with how much money the Sonic movie brought in after they listened to fans and redesigned Sonic, Sega started to put the dots together and realized that happy fans equals money. But anyway, all that just to say that I'm glad that Sega is focusing on quality with this show, and I hope that they'll stuff it with fan service. Which brings me to my theory. Back in the olden days of 1992, Sonic was a huge deal. The second game had been released earlier that year, and Sega decided to branch out and make a spin-off TV show. 2, in fact. They would be distributed by the same company and would feature the same actor as Sonic, but would air on different channels and would be tonally vastly different. The first one, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, or AOSTH for short, would be a bright, silly, fun cartoon where Sonic and Tails run around doing random things while stopping Robotnik from enacting his evil plans. Classic 90s cartoon. Meanwhile, the other one, simply titled Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic SatAM for short, referring to its Saturday morning time slot, would feature a darker and more story-oriented plot where Sonic is part of a group of rebels fighting against Robotnik, who in this show is a ruthless dictator who has taken over the world. Both these shows are cult classics now, with a large fanbase even today. They also inspired the longest-running comic book series based on a video game to date, which also garnered a cult following. However, much to fans' chagrin, Sonic SatAM ended after only its second season, even though a third was planned. It ended on a semi-cliffhanger too, with Robotnik dead and Mobius freed, but Robotnik's right-hand man Snively escaped with a mysterious red-eyed person with him, who has later been confirmed to be Nagus, an evil wizard who was introduced in a previous episode. Multiple people have created fan projects to unofficially continue the show, and there was even a film in the works, but it got cancelled. But if Sonic Prime is a multiverse story, then it might be able to officially resolve it. An episode or two could maybe have the main Sonic find himself in Sonic SatAM's Mobius in the aftermath of Season 2's finale. Then Snively and Nagus would show up and start causing trouble, and Sonic would team up with the Freedom Fighters to take them down. Additionally, fans, myself included, would love to see an official CGI animated version of the Freedom Fighters, and specifically Sally Acorn. She's been a fan favorite ever since her introduction, being a prominent character in both SatAM and the Archie comics. Additionally, she is the only character in any Sonic canon to be portrayed as Sonic's girlfriend and future wife. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss anything else I drop. See you next time, and remember, don't mess with the moose.